That's not fair. I can't do anything about this. What? It's bugged. So there was a Volcarona here this whole time. Maybe throw a little bit more bait. Fuck! Yo, what is good, and welcome back to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. My name is Vanity, and on the last episode, we finally completed everything seemingly to do in Celadon City 4 now. We ended up defeating Erica, the gym leader, as well as finishing up Team Rocket's business within the city for now. The next thing we have set in mind to do is proceed from here, so I think the first thing we need to do is actually wake up that Snorlax, headed west from where I'm at. Now, if I'm not wrong, that Snorlax should be a static encounter, hopefully, right? So hopefully it's something crazy, hopefully it's not dupes, right? And a part of just general progression, there's just a lot of investigation I still have to do across the region for sure, right? There's a bunch of missions that I have yet to find as well as to complete that I still have yet in my list, as well as a bunch of free gift mons or possible free eggs or whatever, right? So be sure to stick to the end to see what I end up getting, right? And as always, if you did enjoy the video, consider dropping that like button. It definitely helps out a lot. And if you aren't subbed to the channel yet, consider hitting that sub button to stay up to date with any new episodes of this series or any new series on my channel. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. Also, before we go ahead and encounter the Snorlax, before we proceed, I just want to note that for the duration for the remainder of this run, I think what I'm gonna do is try to perform that's gonna be a hard word. Also, before I go ahead and challenge the Snorlax, what I'm gonna go ahead and do for the remainder of the series is choose 2 different mons to perform fusions with, at least every episode, every other episode if possible, just to see if I can dial it down and focus on a few mons, right? So I mean, let me know down below if there's any mon in particular that you want to see fused first. All right, and now let's go ahead and use the flute to wake up Snorlax. Let's go ahead and see if he'll wake up. The sleeping Pokemon woke up. All right, there it is. Let's see what it is. The wild Snorlax attack. Let's see what it is and what level. All right, Goldactyl. You know what? I don't have any of those. I'll gladly take this. All right, it's gonna be level 30 water flying. You know what? I do have Fall Swipe here. I can try to set that up. I just gotta be very careful that you can't do anything too crazy to me. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and Dragon Dance. Then Headbutt won't kill me. Do anything to me, right? At this point, it's gonna keep spamming Dragon Dance. All right, let's see. Fall Swipe, perfect. Hit it one more time, just get you low. You know what? I'm at 57. Just in case you have some crazy move, you can't ever take the risk, right? So let's go ahead and I guess full restore here. It's the only heal I got, right? All right, perfect. Now let's go ahead and throw. You know what? Let's go ahead and try one of the newly obtained glitter balls, right? See if we can catch this mon in style or not. This might be one of those skip moments, right? Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit harder than I thought. I ended up using so many glitter balls, ended up going to the ultra balls, and even then he was kind of putting a fight, you know what I mean? But we went ahead and caught him, the fossil duck Pokemon Goldactyl. I'm sure both Golduck and Aerodactyl have crazy fusions, so let's go ahead and store them to the PC. All right, and now we should be able to proceed forward. All right, and now that I'm fully healed up, before we go and check out that Aerodactyl, let's go ahead and proceed to the route. Let's see what's up here. Is that Bianca from Black and White? What are you doing here? What's going on here? What's I don't remember this area in Fire Red. Hi, I'm Bianca. I'm visiting from the Unova region. It sure feels different from back home here, especially with all these fused Pokemon everywhere. Here's something from the region I come from. I obtained 5 big nuggets. What was that supposed to be? Castillo cones. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'll definitely take the big nuggets, I guess. It's a huge metropolis, much bigger than any city in Kanto here. You should come visit sometime. All right. The bikers on the cycling road are scary and tough. The route to Fuschia City is shorter by using the cycling road. All right, so I guess that's where I'm headed to next. Okay, it spawned me straight up on my bike, so I can't walk here normally. But regardless, this is a new encounter. And what happened to the music here, though? All right, well, I don't know why the music is gone from this area, but thankfully with the power of editing, you guys won't have to suffer the silence that I'm suffering through right now. But here we are at Route 17. This is a new encounter, so I think let's go ahead and see what that's all about before we end up fighting these trainers, right? I'm just curious as you guys to see what I get next. So let's go ahead and see what Route 17 will give us. Noctaire. Well, I mean, that's what, Noctowl Dragonair? I will gladly take Dragonair. Unfortunately, it's not Dragonite, so I mean, I'll have to wait still, what, like 30 levels or so, or something like that, for him to evolve, right? But I mean, hey, I'll definitely take this for sure. So I think what I'll do now, and you are a Dragon type, you know what? So I do have to be careful. You are, what, 14 levels below me? But I mean, that's still very deadly damage, right? That you can deal to me. So I think what I'm gonna do is set up Dragon Dance, maybe? Be very careful while I'm at it. Right, okay, so I should be good. Hit him False Swipe, perfect, right? Now we go ahead and... Do you want to get a Glitter Ball? Like a Dragonite and a Glitter Ball would just make sense, you know what I mean? Oh man, like come on, am I just got to spam it? Is that what it is? If you don't wiggle the ball at least once, then all right, well. There we go. All right, gotcha, Noctor. That took a little bit longer, or Noctair, excuse me. That took a little longer than I thought, but it wasn't as long as the last encounter, that's for sure. But nonetheless, here we are, and that's a pretty cool sprite, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if it's a reference or something, but it looks pretty cool. Is this supposed to be like Tweety Bird, but like if she was a crazy dragon cursed demon thing? Nonetheless, these are all really cool. I think we'll stick with this one for now until I unfuse you, right? So let's go ahead and store you to the PC. Let's not name you. And let's proceed with Route 17. All right, we went and defeated all those trainers. Let's see what's up here now on the other side. What's up, man? Is this the looker? Whoa, you startled me. You seem pretty good at sneaking up on people. It'd be perfect for the move called Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, that's not a bad move for sure, but do I want it? Don't want to give it to anybody. I mean, Pharaoh King's not bad to give it to. You're a physical attacker for sure, a strong guy, but do I want to give it to you? I'm not sure. Now the question is, do I want to walk straight into the grass for an encounter, or do I want to see if there's any other special area or location that I can get an encounter in, right? I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if there's anywhere else I can get an encounter. Otherwise, I think I'll just come back here. Nonetheless though, gotta go fast. Yeah, I guess you do gotta go fast, man. Speaking of gotta go fast, I'm gonna go ahead and sweep you, right? Seemingly. You know what? I was just about to say I should probably heal up. Holy, that was kind of a close call there, right? Gonna go ahead and Earthquake here. Perfect. Take this if you want your Pokemon to go fast. ×4 speed. Holy shit, thank you. Nothing better than the thrill of racing down the cycling road at the breakneck speed. Yeah, I bet there isn't anything, pal. So I mean, I guess I can either fish or I can walk in the grass, right? So low key, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and fish, right? There's gonna be any encounter from the water, so I guess my best shot is just from walking the grass. All right, let's see what we got here. Unsea. What is? I know it's Shanty, right? What's the other half? I mean, you're blue and gray. What's the part? All right. Well, regardless, I guess we're gonna try the same strat, right? So I guess we're gonna D-dance. Right, set this up. All right, try false swipe maybe. If I can. All right, perfect. Now, I'm not even going to try the glitter ball with you. I think I'm just going to go straight ahead with the ultra ball. Perfect, look at that. One try, that's what I like to see. All right, so Unsea, you know what? Could you be unknown? Is that what this is? Half unknown, which that'd be pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, unknown fusions. All right, let's go ahead and storm to the PC. And now let's go ahead and proceed to the right, which is Fuschia City. Here we are. And is that a trainer or an actual mon in the middle? But regardless, here we are. Let me go ahead and heal up. We can check out the mons we just got. We can investigate the hotel and we can see what this city is all about. All right, now we're fully healed up and let's go ahead and talk to these trainers and see what they have to say. What do you have to say first? Pokemon are everywhere in Fuschia City because the zoo and the safari zone. That's right. That's perfect. All right, so I guess we're going to have encounters galore this episode, maybe, right? Hey, you're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You want me to teach you the move Iron Head? That's not bad at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure the ones that I want to know it already can know it, but that's pretty cool to have. Parents is an abundant mon in the Safari Zone. All right, that's good to know, I guess. Let's go ahead and see what's outside of here, right? I guess first things first, let's check up in the hotel and see what's new here. You know what? I don't know if I just noticed there's a Mr. Mime here. Has that always been there? Huh. Why is there a bag here? Has this always been here? Oh, there's a pool area. That's kind of cool. Oh, you're a darling Pokemon. It looks so tense from all the fighting. You should let me groom them while you relax by the pool. I guess. Was this for happiness? Is that what that is? Dude, can you groom my Blastoise? His barrel needs polishing. He looks a lot happier and prettier now. Thanks. All right, I really appreciate it, I guess. All right, and let's see what's over here. There's two people here now. I heard that Koga, this town's gym leader, got approached to be part of the Elite Four, but he had to turn down the offer to take care of his family here in Fuschia. I see. So this is what pre-Johto? Is that what this is? You can now use moves like Moonlight and Morning Sun to wait for the night and morning when you're out of fields. I do have Moonlight, which is interesting. It's useful if there isn't a hotel nearby. Yeah, I'm sure it is. All right, let's see what's up here. Any new trainers? Let's see what's in here. Any new items in the garbage? It's noticeably empty. Of course it is. Let's see. There's 4 trainers and a Chanty here. All right, let's talk to you first. Ouch, I was sitting by the water's edge in the Safari Zone dipping my toes in the lake when something came and bit my toe. I couldn't see what it was, but it must have been something with really sharp teeth for how much it hurt. I love hanging by the Safari Zone's lake, but now I don't dare to go back there unless I know what bit me. Won't you try to find that shark-toothed Pokemon for me? I guess. Thanks, I owe you one. The Bitey Pokemon. A fisherman wants to know what is the sharp-tooth Pokemon that bit him in the Safari Zone's lake. Alright, so is it gonna be like a fusion mon, like a special fusion? Interesting. A bunch of Grimers have started appearing on the cycling road. It's really quite unsanitary. I do actually remember something like this. I would go get rid of them myself, but I don't know how to fight. Could you help me get rid of all the Grimer on the cycling road? Of course. Dude, that's light work. Cleaning up the cycling road, get rid of all the Pokemon dirtying up the cycling road. Alright, no problem. What's up, Ryu? What you got? I found this poor Chansey over there all alone in the Safari Zone. Could you help me investigate and try to find the trainer it belongs to? So I guess in the Safari Zone, I gotta find a trainer. Is that what it is? Alright. And what do you have to say? Think you're a fast racer? I'll give you something if you can beat my best time up the cycling road. What do you say? Dude, I'm up for that right now. Let's go right now. Okay, then come meet me at the bottom of the cycling road. Oh, you're up. Oh, you're on rather. Go meet the cyclist at the bottom of Route 17 and beat her time at the cycling road. I guess that's the first thing I'm gonna do right now, right? Let's see if this Chance has anything to say. See? Alright, well I guess let's go ahead and proceed from here. What do you have to say? Your current stats by the intel. I've accepted 33 requests. I've completed 24. I have 9 in progress. Help 6 more people and you'll give me something good. Alright, let's go ahead and meet up with that trainer at Route 17 before we proceed further in the city. Alright, here you are, just as you said. There you are, I've been waiting for you. Okay, here's a challenge. You have to get to the gate at the top of the cycling road and pass over all the 5 checkpoints I've laid down the road. It isn't so easy, you also have to beat my highest score. I'll give you something if you make it up there in less than 16 seconds. Think you can beat that? Alright, well then, let's get ready, set, go. Alright, let's go ahead and try, I guess, right? 1, 2... Okay, so that one I'm gonna have to get when I come back, right? Seemingly. Oh god. 3, 4, 5. Is that it? Move. Is that it? No, you're in the way. Move. Oh god, well I failed. I failed. Can I talk to you? Hello? Can I? Did I miss one? I didn't miss one. Did I just have to like beat it or beat her time for it to like actually do anything at all? Like, or is this bugged? What's going on here? Oh, I made it in time. That's bullshit. I made it in time. Those like 1 or 2 seconds left. Bro, that's bullshit. I finished it. Bro, it's bugged. That's not fair. I can't do anything about this. What? It's bugged. Hello, 2 seconds, 1 second. Dude, no, it's bugged. It's bugged. That's not even on me. Like, what can I do here at this point? So I was just gonna go ahead and clear these Grimers now that I was thinking about it, right? Do they count as a static? I mean, I counted them as a static before, so I mean, like, why shouldn't I now, I guess, right? It's not even anything that crazy, but I mean, you know, I guess rules the rules, right? You know, we keep it consistent, I guess. So I guess we will count this as a static for round 17, because why not? Holy Christ on a... Holy shit, oh god, Barricade, please swap out. Did he just counter me? What the hell was that? Holy shit, Ultra Ball his ass. Oh my god, that was a very fucking close call. Alright, but here we have Swirtad. Alright, let's go ahead and storm to the PC. No, not the nickname. Alright, there's still Pokemon to clean off the cycling road. So I'm assuming maybe I have to clean these guys off the road and then maybe it'll work. If not, then I guess the side quest is just bugged. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's just bugged because this guy doesn't even want to interact with me. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's just bugged because like you don't want to interact with me. You don't want to say anything. There's no music at all in this route, right? So I think it's just bugged. Definitely gonna have to try to fix that off screen, I guess. Alright, but it is what it is. Here we are at the hotel. We did get rid of all those Grimer upon getting another encounter, right? So I guess a stat encounter, right? So I guess, who was it? Was it you? No, it was the old man, wasn't it? You did it. You cleaned up the cycling road. Here's something for your effort. 5 deep sea teeth. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll take it. Alright, there's a quest completed. But for now, let's go ahead and see what's in these houses. Why is this a house of just Mons? Hello? Shuri, Zubat, all these poison Mons. Is this like is this Koga's house or something? Like, why there's so many just like ground and poison Mons, I guess, right? There's a big pile of garbage here, but there's nothing useful, interesting, I guess. Just the house of Mons. What's over here? There's a Musharna just sleeping on the bed. A Pokemon trainer, please do keep your voice down, not to disturb my sleeping Musharna. Tell me, do you know about hidden abilities? I do, actually. I would assume no less from a trainer. Thanks to my trusty Musharna's ability to peek into the dream world, I'm able to locate Pokemon with rare abilities. Right now, I can detect that there's some Pokemon around Route 26 that might have their hidden ability. Okay, so I guess you're a hidden ability Pokemon navigator? Interesting. Can't rob your Mon. Can I take this? I can't. You always gotta try though. You never know. What's over here? Whoa, is that shiny? Oh no, he's just TPing. I thought it was a shiny. I was gonna say, give me that. Oh, my back hurts really bad. I'm lucky I have a Machoke here giving me massages. Yeah, sure you are, pal. The Safari Zone makes it easy for everyone to catch lots of Pokemon. Because of this, almost everyone in the city keeps Pokemon and pets. I guess that makes sense, right? Anything in the trash here? Nothing useful. All right, let's see what's outside. And another house, I guess. Anything else? I guess we can check out the Pokemon and see if there's anything new here, right? How may I serve you? Any new items here? Actually, there shouldn't be anything here, but what about on this side? Anything new here? Steel Mail and Prism Scale. I mean, Prism Scale, I'm pretty sure that's pretty good, right? I'm not sure which one exactly this makes evolve. I don't think it's Feebas, right? That's not for Milotic. I gotta remember. Oh, what's up, man? Do you have anything? Apparently, gems are made from pressurized droppings of Pokemon. That's something I did not need to know. Anything over here? What is this? The Unova Drip? Yep, Unova region stuff. There's a quest. I should have a Unova region mon right here. Yes, I do. Reshiram, literally the poster child of Unova. All right, and that should unlock the Unova Drip, right? Yes, it did. Perfect. All right, and yet another quest completed. All right, let's go ahead and see what this Unova Drip looks like. All right, we have black and gray cap. I'm assuming it's that. Anything else, or am I tripping? Oh, right here. Yeah, so it's gonna be all the caps. All right, I mean that's pretty cool to have for sure. But for now, let's go ahead, exit out of this, see if there's any more houses, and if not, I think we just may enter the Safari Zone. All right, that seems to be everything except for the gym, so let's go ahead and see what the Safari Zone's all about. All right, I like the bop in here so far. All right, buddy, let's see if we can just go inside. For 500, you can just catch all the Pokemon you want. How would you like to join the hunt? Yes, I would. Unfortunately, though, I will only catch one Mon here, but there is our 30 balls, and let's go ahead and enter. I just went to do some quick research. I just wanted to see if other Nuzlockers count this as one encounter, which they do. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow the same. Just want to see if there's anyone else that was doing something different. What's up, buddy? Like, do you want to be a permanent member of my team? You want to like? Yeah, there we go. Head Paris. All right. I guess I'll put it on right now, right? You want to join me for a reason. All right. So we have ourselves a little Paris. But all right, yeah. So I didn't want to search that up. And I guess before we find a potential first encounter, let's see if we can find any items. Never mind. You know what? I was gonna see if we can explore the area first, but here is our encounter. We have Zoopuff. You know what? This actually might be super dupes. Hold on. Yeah, so thankfully, since we just caught a Swirlix fusion, this is dupes. So thankfully, we can go ahead and do this. Just throw a bunch of rocks at him just because. Screw you, man. Get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and claim this item, this power belt. All right. And let's see if we can get another good encounter. Mataldo. That is definitely a good encounter if you ask me. Metagross and Armaldo. Are you kidding me? Now, the question is, how do we capture this? Because this is the Safari Zone, right? I guess we always start the bait, right? All right, he's eating. Can we throw a ball? Oh, man. So some bait. Can we throw a little bit more bait? Fuck! Oh, man. Well, there goes all of my excitement for the Safari Zone. I was so gassed up, man. That was a half Metagross. Dude, oh, man. I didn't mean to curse so loud, but Jesus. All right, well, it is what it is, I guess. Where'd my boyfriend Eric go? Is that on him right here? I'm catching Pokemon I'll take home as gifts. Yeah, I would love a gift as well, man. I would have loved a Metagross. But, you know, I guess you can't catch them all, despite what the tagline says, right? So I guess let's explore the area and let's see if we can't find any interactables or any items. Okay, I just found this temple area. I don't remember this temple area always being part of the Safari Zone, but I do have the Safari Ball, so I mean this is still technically the Safari area. But what is in here? Oh, where did I reach? Finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house in quite some time. I was getting worried no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won! HM3 Surf. Alright, I guess there's Surf. I don't think I'll be able to use it yet, but I mean that's perfect, I guess, for after I beat the city gym. Oh! Okay, so... Damn encounters. So there was a Volcarona here this whole time? Is this an actual encounter or is this a Safari encounter? Oh, it's a Safari encounter, man. Why did it have to be a Safari encounter, dude? Like, I can't count this. I'm only counting one encounter for the Safari Zone, you know what I mean? And Dewseed at that. So Dugong and Ferroseed. Oh, Ferroseed's such a good Mong. And what? Well, I mean, the Dugong part is alright. But I mean, Ferroseed would have been pretty cool. But unfortunately, yeah, we have to run from this. Oh man, so I would have been a Volcarona if it was like a non-randomized Nuzlocke. That would have been really cool though, for sure. All right, I think there's low-key nothing else after this. Okay, your game is over anyways. Well, perfect timing, right? I think that's low-key it for the Safari Zone. I guess let's see what's in Route 19 then, I guess. Nothing but the water. I mean, technically I can find something, and there's like a bunch of sandcastles here. Is this gonna be a static? Yeah, well, none of these are statics, I guess, which is cool. But you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can't go ahead and get a fishing counter here, right? Maybe. If it can't work in the cities, maybe it'll work in an actual route. Surely? Oh, there we finally go. Landed a Pokemon. Oh man, it was kind of like a back and forth of getting encounters and that. Slurblin. Alright, well, I mean, the Drivlin part, I think, is non-dupe, so we can capture this, but this is a pretty cool design. What is that? It's like a half gumball, half air balloon design. I mean, it looks pretty cool for sure, but can we capture this? This is a fairy flying. You have a 5, though, so it shouldn't be too hard to get. Jesus. Alright, let's see if we can't just Ultra Ball you. Oh, yeah, easy peasy. I almost kind of regret fishing it now, you know what I mean? Like, I could have also gotten that, like, surfing. Or I could have gotten a better encounter, possibly surfing, but you know what? We went ahead and did it anyways. We got ourselves a Drifblim, which is better than nothing. Let's go ahead and I guess see what's to the right side of Fuschia over here and see if I can't find anything crazy. Before that though, let's go ahead and see what's up here. There's an old abandoned house in the swamp. My sister swears she saw a ghost when she entered at night, but I think she's just trying to scare me. Is that a static encounter I'm hearing? Hi, I'm Professor Oak's assistant. I see, you're the one that wants the Abra. If you fuse to any kind of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an XP. Oh, by all means, have I fused at least 20? Have I fused at least 20? Let me tell you about the countless hours I put in the last couple episodes. I fused 197. Yeah, that sounds about a little bit more than 20. All right, and here we go with the XP all. You know what? I won't even complain about that. I'm definitely going to take that for sure. Do I want to register? I guess, sure. I guess let's turn this on. All right, and now here we are at Route 15. All right, and there's also a bunch of trainers clearly that I have to go ahead and battle. So let's go ahead and see if I can't take that out. What the hell is that? Banzor, Scyther, or Scizor rather, and Bonnet, right? I mean, that's a crazy looking fusion. And you're level 38 too, which makes me kind of a little bit, not nervous, but you know, I gotta be a little bit cautious, right? I guess we can also do that too. All right, I forgive you. I can take it. Let's fight together again. No, I am all good. Let me see if I can go ahead and beat these trainers and see if I can find something that's not patch of grass. All right, now I beat those trainers. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. What's up with this guy? Don't fall in the water. You're a trainer too? All right, man, what do you have? Honwag? Well, you shouldn't be too crazy, seemingly, all right? Maybe we just Dragon Claw you? All right, kind of tanky, but you know what? We still do damage to you. We're bringing in next. Arm Champ? That man is swole. Holy. All right, we got him out of here with some Earthquake. We got some levels as well, of course. What's up, man? Here for a rematch? No, I don't, actually. All right, I'm fully healed up. Let's see what we can encounter by walking to this patch of grass. Maybe something crazy, maybe not. Stuff it or stuff for it, right? So, I mean, we do have a Furret, but I mean, I don't have, what is it, a bear? That's the bear Pokemon, isn't it? To be honest with you, I could not care less for it, but I mean, I'll capture for the sake of having another Mon, right? So can we potentially just one-hit false swipe you? Nah, I guess 2 will do it though. And let's see now if we can't just Pokeball you, honestly. Perfect, look at that. No, completely compliant, I mean, you know what I mean? I'll definitely take that for sure. All right, the long flailing Pokemon. All right, I guess we'll start into the PC. All right, so I've actually wandered here now into Route 14. We can get another encounter here. There's also a bunch of trainers though, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't beat these guys and see if we can't walk into, well, I mean, there's a bunch of grass here, but I guess I'll wait for the bigger patches, right? So let's go ahead and see if I can do that. All right, this is seemingly the last patch of grass area for Route 14. A life orb is huge to find randomly in the ground. All right, and so this is the last patch of grass area, so let's see what our encounter is in the form of Sandy Dawn. So I'm assuming that's what, Bashidon and Palisand, or Sandy, or Palisand's whatever is, or a Palisand's pre-evolution if he even has one. But I mean, all right, Sandy Dawn, I guess it's a pretty cool mon to get. Maybe Palisand can make some pretty cool evolutions. You are level 30, so I gotta be careful. Let's see if the false swipe strat works. Dude, Blastoise is so good for me, man. Like, such a good sweeping mon, has a false swipe, like, just such a good, look at this. I gotta be careful though, however, like, Jesus, man, like, all right, I got him to 1, or he's close enough to 1 with a false swipe. Let's see if we can throw some Pokeballs and catch him like that. Maybe? You're gonna knock me out. You're gonna do all that just to not get a Pokeball, really? All right, man. If not, I guess we're just gonna Ultra Ball. You know what? First, we're gonna heal up. Then we're gonna spam Ultra Balls. You wanna be difficult, bro? We can do an Ultra Ball game. We can be difficult. There we go. Oh man, that took a lot of Pokeballs. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Pokeballs and Ultra Balls. But all right, here we got Sandy Dawn. Let's go ahead and storm to the PC. All right, and I guess we do have one more route to explore if I'm not wrong, right? So here we are at Route 13. From here, we can head to Route 13, then to 12, which 12 we did get the encounter. So I mean, 13 is the last place we're gonna get the free encounter this episode, I guess. Come on, Rhyhorn. Just a bit of water. This is no good. We're trying to get to the beach, but Rhyhorn is definitely afraid of water. It won't go anywhere near it. If only had a Pokemon with the move Strength, I could push it all the way over there. So I gotta come back to you after I beat the gym, don't I? Alright, let's see what else is here then, I guess. Okay, so I kicked a paddle sand that was on the ground, and this is my encounter. This is what I get for interacting with it. Alright, but we got Skartwig. What is that? Skarmory and Turtwig? I will absolutely get this. You know why? One, Turtwig is Torterra. Torterra is a fire grass starter. Prove me wrong, right? I want you to prove me wrong that Torterra is a fire grass starter. Two, Skarmory has apparently crazy fusions from what I'm hearing. Two, from what I'm hearing, Skarmory has some crazy fusion results, of course, right? So we gotta get this, right? So I am grateful for this falling upon us, right? So let's go ahead and swap to this, and let's see if I guess we can do the good old, you know, the good old-fashioned Dragon Dance and Feint tactic, right? So let's go ahead, or not Feint, False, of course. So let's go ahead and spam this. To be honest, I'm level 41. I don't even know why I'm setting it up. I'm just like not even thinking about the process. I'm already thinking I already have this mon in my clutches, right? So let's go ahead and false swipe. And let's go ahead and can we, for the love of God, land a glitter ball on somebody? Like a glitter ball would go fire on a Skarmory / Torterra, right? You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and see if we can get this. I'll try. I'm gonna spam it. I'm gonna try. You know what? I was spamming it, and for the sake of potentially not having him kill himself, because I just thought about it, I think I'm gonna try it for regular balls, to be honest. You aren't Torterra yet, so I can't use a heavy ball. I guess my best shot is an Ultra Ball, right? There we go! Holy shit, that took so many different balls and so many different attempts. Or not different attempts, but you know what I mean? But we caught him. All right. Here we go. We got some XP. Skartwig added to the group. The tiny bird Pokemon. Let's go ahead and store to the PC. Jesus, I was actually kind of getting a little bit nervous there because of how many Pokeballs that took. Like, I'm down to 37 glitter balls, 19 Ultra Balls. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, you know. But all right, we got ourselves a Skarmory and Turtwig. I guess that's an encounter for Route 13. I was gonna go back up there and test out the grass, but I guess that's fine too. Hello, she just straight up has the Squirtle squad. I was gonna do with my regular thing and skip these battles, but I had to show this. This is the regular. He pulled up with the Squirtle squad. You know what I mean? I actually have those glasses. Funny enough, that's really cool. Unfortunately, though, you guys have to die here. So like, you know, rest in peace, the Squirtle squad. They died in an earthquake. All right, but here's Honang. All right, I guess we sweep you as well. And you see, this is the reason why I sweep all these battles, because otherwise it's just gonna be me yapping. Which I mean, I'm sure you guys love me yapping, right? But jokes aside, I mean, like you see how you guys see how easy these battles can be, right? So that's why I'd be skipping all of them. Alright, I finally returned back to Fuschia, so after getting that encounter, I proceeded further and pretty much finished Route 13. There was a guy that wanted to see Mon with the move Fly, so I guess I may as well try to show him that real quick, right? Alright, here he is. I'd love to see a Pokemon that knows the move Fly. Could you show me one? So I went ahead and taught Moltres Fly. Alright, that's it. How lucky. Have these for showing me your Pokemon. Alright, I've obtained a Smooth Rock, and a Growth Mulch, and a Colbur Berry, a Dire Hit, and an Eviolite. More, there's a ×4 speed. Alright, I'll definitely take those items then, I guess. Alright, we finally returned here to the center. Let's go ahead and see if we can infuse all these new mons that we got, because we got ourselves quite a few, as you can see. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, we went ahead and infused everything we got, and as you can see, we definitely got a lot of mons, right? We got ourselves an Aerodactyl, a Swirlix, excuse me, I was gonna say Surpuff. We have a Dragon here, we have a Golduck. Actually, we got an extra Noctowl, which I had to actually put to the other side. Let me do that real quick. Alright, and of course we have a Chansey, we have a Skarmory, we have an Unknown, we have a Drifblim, we have Sandygast, Snuffle, or Stuffle, and Turtwig. So you can imagine there's definitely a bunch of possibilities that we can do. And as I mentioned before at the beginning of the episode, I do plan to do like 1 to 2 mons every episode just to keep it a little bit fresh every time. So I think for this episode, I definitely want to try out Skarmory for sure. I'll see who I want to try out afterwards as well, but I do want to try out Skarmory. If I'm not wrong, Black Rose Dragon here can be unfused into another Yu-Gi-Oh reference, so I think I may leave that for last, just because I think I already know what that is. So for now, let's go ahead and try some Skarmory fusions. Let's see how this turns out. Alright, this is going to be Skarmory and Tyranitar. Okay, so like a dinosaur ostrich kind of thing. Okay, kind of cool though. And nothing else sprite-wise. Alright, this is the other route for Skarmory and Tyranitar. So it kind of looks like a metal chicken of sorts. Okay, so nothing too crazy. This is Skarmory and Honchkrow. Okay, so kind of like a cool black and red bird. Looks really cool. Okay, I like the armor on this one. Kind of like looks like a little like one of those idiot grunts that you'd see the kings having. All right, this is gonna be Honchkrow and Skarmory route number 2. Okay, we got a really chest-pumped regal form of Honchkrow where he's just like dripped out in silver, huh? Okay, looks really cool. Alright, we have Typhlosion and Skarmory. Let's see what this makes. Okay, it's like a fire metal armor-clad Typhlosion. Okay. Alright, this is Skarmory and Typhlosion route number 2. Let's see what this makes here. Oh man, okay, so we got a Typhlosion who skipped leg day and has no arms whatsoever. Alright. Alright, let's see what Skarmory and Garchomp makes. I'm sure there's gonna be something pretty crazy, right? Alright, we got Garmory. So just like he looks kind of regular. It looks kind of like the same almost, really. Alright, this is Garchomp and Skarmory route 2. Let's see if this makes anything crazy. Okay, makes something pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's a reference to something, but the design is pretty cool for sure. Alright, let's see Skarmory and Blaziken. Maybe an armored fighter of sorts. Okay, well, I mean, it's kind of like what I was predicting. Not exactly though. Alright, this is Skarmory and Blaziken's second route. Let's see what this makes. Blamery. Well, that's definitely the certain... Well, that's definitely the design. Alright, let's see Skarmory and Magcargo. Surely it's gonna be something fire, no pun intended. Magmary. Okay, alright, it's a pretty cool design, I won't lie. This is Magcargo and Skarmory's second fusion route. Okay, so we got like an armored snail. That actually was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Now let's try Sceptile and Skarmory. Maybe something cool looking, for sure. Scartile. Well, I wouldn't say it's cool, I would say it's more fearsome than anything. He looks really fire for sure. I like the colorways in this one. Alright, let's now try Skarmory and Sceptile's second route. Stepmarie. Well, it's definitely nothing crazy in this side as well. This one looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that design's pretty cool. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. Alright, and the moment of truth. Black Rose Dragon, we're gonna go ahead and unfuse you. I wonder what level you're gonna be. You're level 41 as fused. I wonder if I'm gonna have like a level 60 Reshiram or something, or maybe like a level 55, right? Let's go ahead and unfuse this. Alright. Never mind, level 42 and level 45 respectively. I'll take it. You know what? Alright, but here we have Reshiram. Let's go ahead and do the fusion. Alright, so this is gonna be Reshiram and Skarmory's first fusion route. Alright, that's kind of like a crazy, like, nasty looking dragon. I like the design, I'm not gonna lie. I like the red flames. I'm not sure if it's like a reference to something, but it looks really fire. You know, here we got like the black flames coming out of like its mouth. Again, I'm not sure if it's like a reference to something. It could be. Maybe this is like an alternate form of what the fusion I'm thinking of is supposed to be. But for now, this is like a really cool one. Alright, this is going to be Skarmory and Reshiram's second fusion route, which this one should have what I've been told is supposed to be a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Alright, Reshimori. Okay, you don't have to tell me, Toys. That's very clearly Blue Eyes, which is really fire for sure. Which is, in my opinion, one of the better arts of Blue Eyes too, if not the best art, the classic art. And to be honest with you, I think this is the mon I might stick with. I'm not sure about these natures, but I think I might stick with this fusion if it's as good as I think. Man, so looking at it now, it's a fire design, but it kind of shares the same similar problem that actually Black Rose had, funny enough, in that the stats are all right. I mean, this is contending with my team where I have mons of like 100 plus for some stats, right? I mean, it's not to say that this mon is bad by any means. I mean, it's definitely a balanced mon, but I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just Reshiram's half, or I don't know. But this is maybe a good chance to try out some Reshiram fusions, maybe. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is unfuse this guy, and then maybe I'll try out a few Reshiram fusions before we wrap up today's episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and see who I can fuse Reshiram with. Let's go ahead and try with Aerodactyl since he's right here anyways, right? So let's see Reshiram and Aerodactyl. Okay, Reshiramdactyl. You know what? I feel like I've seen a dragon that looks like this. Funny enough, I'm just not sure from where or what, but I feel like I've seen something like it. All right, let's see Reshiram and Sceptile. This is gonna be a fire grass fusion. Maybe something crazy? Thepram. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it looks really fire. It looks like a really like evergreen type of mon. The vast forest mon. Okay, all right, very cool. All right, this is Sceptile and Reshiram's second route. Reshiramdactyl. Okay, something too crazy here. All right, let's see Reshiram and Cresselia. This is a dragon psychic, something that you would never have thought to ever seen before, right? Reshiramdactyl. Okay. The Lunar White Mon. Honestly, you look like more of an Absol fusion, more than Cresselia and Reshiram. Alright, this is Reshiram and Cresselia's second fusion route. Now, this is a crazy design. Cressram, I like the cosmic flames that has coming out of it. Alright, and you have like another design with like a green effect going on. I can't see. Okay, this is like a better angle of it. That's a really cool design. I'm not even gonna lie. This is what typing as well as this? This is a Psychic Fire. This could be a crazy mon to have with Levitate. This is a possibility for sure. And I can have like mild nature. We can see about this one. Now, just for reference, this is level 41 Psychic Fire, likes to run. These are the stats I had more in mind. Obviously, this is too legendary, so it makes more sense, right? But I mean, 100 special attack, 111 special defense. That's kind of insane. Plus Levitate, that's kind of a crazy mon, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see Reshiram and Gliscopod. Maybe a crazy unique design. Okay, so it's kind of like exactly what you would think of Gliscopod as Reshiram fuse would look like. All right, let's see Tyranitar and Reshiram. Let's see what this makes. Okay, so like a really interesting design for sure. Tyran Ram. There's a big gape in your backside, I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty cool design though, I'm not gonna lie. This side right here. All right, this is Reshiram and Tyranitar, route number 2. Alright, so nothing too crazy here, Reshitar. Alright, this is Regirock and Reshiram. Maybe something crazy here, looked like a golem from the silhouette. Well, I'm not sure if you can classify it as a golem, but that is an interesting design. And he has another there's another variation over here, which has no flames. Okay, I'm sure this is a reference to something, I'm just not sure what. Alright, this is Reshiram and Venusaur, which seems to have a crazy sprite design, so let's see what this is. Venuram. I'm not gonna lie, I think that might be one of the best designs we've seen so far, especially if it's not reference. And it gets even crazier on the right side. What's the difference between that and this? Okay, so this one doesn't have sparkles and this one does. That is kind of insane, I won't lie. What's the typing on this? Grass Fire. This could be the mon I stay with as well. I guess I also have yet to try Unknown and Reshiram, so I guess we can try this as well. Reshiram. So it's like a little soul or something, like a little fire. Alright, and I think it comes down to Oricorio and Skarmory, to be honest with you. Like this Cresselia fusion is fire, but I don't know if I want to stick with this over a reference, you know what I mean? That and this is 2 legendaries as well, which I mean, that is like a bigger risk, right? I mean, we've been having good luck in this run so far. It doesn't seem to be anything like too crazy, right? But I mean, it's better to play safe than sorry. So it's either one really good stat-wise mon that takes up 2 legendaries, or one legendary mon that takes up, or a fusion that takes up 1 legendary and is a reference, right? If I can manage to get a good nature for this Blue Eyes variation, I think I'll stick with this, even though I'm ×4 weak to ice. But I mean, if it is dripped, and if I can get it strong, you know, man, it's kind of conflicting because I really want to go with the Blue Eyes route, but I think I have to stick with the Oricorio route just because stat wise I can't make the Blue Eyes route work. All right, so here we return to Oriram. Again, so the problem was it wasn't even so much that like it wasn't gonna be a competitive mon or whatever. Restroom's a very especially offensive mon, and Skarmory seems to be a very defensive mon overall. Yeah, look at that. Physical defense 100, which is kind of insane. At level, wait, hold on. This is a level 15 Skarmory with 100 defense. Is this normal? Like, hello? All right, well, regardless, yeah, again, this is a very defensive mon. It just doesn't line up with Reshiram. So, I mean, I guess this is the best route that I can go with in terms of references. You know what? I'm going to try one last attempt with Skarmory and Venusaur just to see if this makes anything maybe crazy. Okay, and we get a literal Minecraft house. All right, or just a house in general, right? But, all right, it's really cool in concept. All right, this is going to be Skarmory and Venusaur's second route. Vino Mori. Okay, so nothing too crazy on this side. All right, so I think, to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to leave it like this for now. I want to do more, but I mean, so far I'm not finding any Skarmory fusions that really have me like I want to keep that in my team, you know what I mean? As well as upon everything else, it is getting to that point in the episode. So I mean, no new fusion on the team, unfortunately, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, actually, you know what? That's not true. We do have Melomagius here, which we added on the last episode, which I mean, it's a cool mon. I'm just not sure if I want to keep it. It's a very good competitive mon for, I mean, stats. I mean, normal ghost and levitate, I mean, that's multiple immunities, right? But again, I mean, unfortunately, we did not make any new fusions to add to the team, but we did make it here to Fuschia. Seemingly in the next episode, we're gonna do a bunch of quests and maybe either do the gym or proceed further somewhere else, right? But if you did enjoy this episode, consider dropping that like button. Of course, it helps out a lot. Again, let me know down below what mons do you want to see of mine be fused or focused on in the next episode or next couple episodes in general? And what's your personal favorite fusion to host? Are you a big Aegislash fan? Are you a big fan of Reshiram fusions as well? Do you like your own? Do you like Zekrom fusions or something else? Let me know down below. And of course, if you haven't subbed yet to the channel yet, consider hitting that sub button as well. That way you can stay notified of all my series, including this one and any other ones I have on my channel. And with that all being said, this was a fun episode to record, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. So you guys take care of yourselves and have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.